Hey, this is Louis D. Fresh, bringing it to you on a Monday afternoon. This will air this particular Sunday, which will be the 11th of December. Hope you're doing well. I had to do the math there. You saw that? We're going to finish up our 4-part series on college housing. We talked about living on campus. We talked about things, the advantage of living on campus, living off campus, advice for first-time renters. And now we're going to talk about you living off campus, adulting, and saving some money. Because you're going to find out, to the adults who are watching this, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't care how wealthy or how poor you are, money flies out the wallet. So it's important to see, as a first-time adulter, to kind of start to save some money and put some money in your pocket. So the title here is Things You Can Do to Save While Living Off Campus. You want to be able to put some money in the old wallet, in the old piggy bank, and to save some money for a rainy day, because rainy day meaning that you will have unexpected expenses. And so it is important to keep a couple of coins close to you. Okay, so I got 8 things here that you could do while you're living and you're learning how to adult and try to save some money. Because if you're always eating out, even this is, again, I'm doing this on December 5th, 2022. A meal at McDonald's, at Burger King, Wendy's, any of these fast food restaurants, God bless them, nothing wrong with them, but they're awfully expensive. You can easily drop $20 for a meal for 2 at one of these fast food establishments. Why not cook at home? Learn how to cook at home. You see this lady here. I picked this lady here from the Canva slides, but she has an apron. I have an apron too that I use every morning in order to cook my breakfast since I'm a diabetic. Make sure you start learning how to get a nice cutting board, start chopping up your vegetables and your meats. I sound ridiculous, but it's true. Start chopping them up, learn how to start measuring things in order to get that right consistency for your meal, because you'd be surprised how much money you can save while you're learning how to cook at home. All right, continuing, how you're going to save some money is to pay only for internet. I'm guilty of this. I don't do this because I know that I have cable television, and then I pay for streaming services and la 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 la. I'm not gonna lie. I spend an awful lot of money on cable television. Pay only for the internet, and then use that internet to stream videos and video games. I don't play video games, but I know a lot of kids play video games, so that's why I'm putting it here. Don't be foolish and like me, because I'm an old man. I have a thousand different cable TV things going on. I spend a lot of money. If I were to just save and spend on the internet, truth, I could probably save at least $200. So, and that's the truth. And this is 2022 that I'm talking about, December of 2022. So take advantage of the internet and, use it to stream your videos, your movies, and your games. Number 3, something that I learned later on in life, is that you pay for not only electricity. People say, oh, you pay electricity. Yeah, you do. But you also pay for water. And if you just let that faucet run while you are doing dishes, you're going to be surprised how many gallons you're going to waste by just letting it run. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill up that sink, your kitchen sink, with a couple of inches of water, and then shut it off completely. Soap everything down, make sure everything is all sudsy wudsy, and now you have everything ready to rock and roll. Once you've cleaned it off, and then you can turn your faucet back on, and then you can rinse things off. You're going to save yourself some serious gallons of water per day, per week, per month. And at least in South Florida here, we get a bill every 3 months. So you're going to save some coins if you actually do that. And I actually should doing that myself, because I can't lie, I let the faucet run. But you do save some money, and it's going to be money in your pocket if you learn to shut off the water. Number 4, use coupons and look around for cheaper prices. Let me give you a real example. Gas prices, gasoline for cars. It's crazy how one gas station across the street may be 5 cents cheaper. No, well, it's only 5 cents. 5 cents, you multiply that by 10, 15 gallons, you're gonna be surprised. That adds up to money. And so that's a simple example of that. Using coupons, sometimes you'll get these things, these flyers that you put in your mailbox. Don't throw them out. Take a look at what's there. Take a look at sales, especially internet sales. I know they have all kinds of things going on, promotions going on. You'll get emails. Just check out what's available to you. So why pay for a full price? And look around for those cheaper prices. Like I said, I gave you that real life example about gasoline, but it could be literally any place. You know, you may want to go to I know here in South Florida they have dollar stores. Dollar stores, you get just a good like detergent or whatever soap at a great discount. Instead of going to your local supermarket. So look around and you will find cheaper prices, and that'll be more money into your pocket. All right, now this one is a little dicey. The reason I'm saying this, but you have to know where you're moving to, wherever your school is. Like I told you, I'm gonna actually do something that's gonna scare the heck out of me for our next college segment. I'm gonna actually go to Florida International University, and I'm gonna walk around this place called the Graham Center. And I just, because I'm going to start doing these things, which I'll talk more about when I actually do it. I'm going to do these little walking talks, but you have to know where you live. Like here in the Florida International University, unless you think that you can do stuff that's nearby, then that's fine. But here in South Florida, you're going to need a car. So this really does not apply here. But if you think that you can walk, bicycle, or public transportation. And our public transportation here in South Florida stinks. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, it's wonderful. You have to know where you're living. So if you're living in a place like as far north as Atlanta, because that's really where the first real good transportation system is from here in South Florida. And if you're, in a school like in Boston, Chicago, New York City, Dallas, Washington, D.C., if your public transportation is good, forget this car, scrap the car. If you can walk to your supermarket, forget the car. If you can bicycle to your local whatever, forget the car. But this is really dicey because you really need to know what your environment is before you can say forget the car. But if you can, forget the car because it becomes awfully expensive. Gas, insurance, repairs. It really, really, really does. And you're going to save yourself not hundreds, you're going to save yourself thousands of dollars if your environment it lends to not having a car. All right, moving on to point number 8 on how to save money while you're living off campus wherever possible. Use the library, to borrow books and DVDs. This saves you money. Now, again, here's a big picture of an old-fashioned library. The reason I say wherever possible is that because sometimes because I know I'm a highlighter, I'm an underliner, I'm a folding the page kind of guy, putting paper clips in the book kind of guy. I am. So for borrowing books, I would screw up the book and I would wind up paying for the book. So I know that wouldn't be good for me, but it may be good for you. But it definitely would be good for me to save on borrowing DVDs. I didn't know about this, I can't lie, until after I got married and my brother-in-law was constantly in the library borrowing DVDs for movies just for fun. And I was like, what are you doing? And sure enough, there are tons of DVDs, both educational and recreational, for you to enjoy free of charge. All you need is a library card. So take advantage of your local library. Where's my library? Look it up. Put in your zip code, whatever your zip code is to your school. Put in public library and you will find your local library and check it out. See what's available to you, and it may save you quite a bit of money. Again, I'm sounding old, but purchase a pay-as-you-go phone. I know more older people, and I don't mean me. I mean older than me. People in their 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s. They use this a lot because they are definitely on a fixed income, Social Security. You'll see ads for this for older people. I'm 51, so I still have a little bit of ways to go, and I'm somewhat tech savvy, a little bit. But pay-as-you-go phones, use the internet for all the little things that you want to do for apps. Like, for example, like for Netflix, what have you, like even like the apps on the phone, like a TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Snapchat. You can do all of that here on your internet that you're already paying for. So you can save a lot of money by utilizing your internet to substitute for this. And you can then therefore have just your phone to make phone calls and to text. It would definitely, I know it sounds weird, but you're going to save yourself probably, without exaggerating, probably a good $100 or close to it, $50 to $100 every month. If you do this and use your tablet as your primary source of applications, because really everything that you can do here, you can do on your tablet, you can do on your what is that thing called, your iPad, so use it to your advantage and save yourself some money. Again, to sound old, buy I know you guys are laughing, like, what is this guy talking about? Buy a drying rack to air dry your garments. Well, what do I mean? Is that it costs money to, sometimes if you're going to go to a laundromat, you're going to pay money to dry your clothes. If you have a dryer in your house, in your off-campus, that costs electricity. Believe it or not, it really sucks electricity to dry your clothes. I mean, it's not going to be free. So if you're not like, oh my God, I'm down to my last pair of socks, get a garment rack such as this, and you're just going to flip it over. You see, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. Or you're going to buy one of these things like at a local Target, go to Amazon, you'll find a local thing, get yourself some hangers, and just air dry your clothes. You're going to save yourself a lot of money, a lot of electricity, whether it be money for a laundromat or electricity. If you have a dryer, scrap the dryer. Just use the washing machine, and you're going to save yourself some money. Now, I know you guys are looking at me and shaking your head going, I don't know, this guy's crazy. You're going to be surprised how money does fly out of your wallet. It really does, because let's be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to party. You're going to have your fun. You're going to have your get-togethers. You're going to have your, you're going to eat, you're going to drink, you're going to go out on dates. You're going to do spring break. You're going to go back home for the holidays. It adds up. It adds up. So if you could save a little here, save a little there, whether it be internet, whether it be you're getting a drying rack, getting a pay-as-you-go phone, turning off the water, you're going to be surprised how much money you're going to save. And all that, as practicing for adulting, it's going to spill over into your adult life when you please God, you have a family, you have kids, you have dogs, cats. You have to start to be a little frugal, because if not, you're going to wind up spending an awful lot of money when you really don't need to spend that kind of money. So, good way to get started in saving money is to start doing it while you're in college. Oh, Louis D. Fresh. Make it a great day.